Speed dating for ghosts, popping it in the old machine, chat. Y'all ever met a ghost before? They're horny. Shockingly horny. Soul Shocks with 5,000 bits. All they say is, that ending was so bad, I want you to ban me. Is that a chat? Do you want, is this like a you're paying me to ban you thing? Because I can do that for like a 24-hour if you want. If you want me to get you, I can. If you want to come forward. I can get you. He hasn't come forward, so I suppose it's nothing. Jonesy, man. Thank you for the 500 bits. Do it. Oh, he just said do it. All right. You little bastard. Got him. Just like that, chat. It's as simple as that. Jonesy, man, thank you for the 500 bits. That ending makes you want to contact the union and report it for misconduct. Yeah. I mean, I don't want to dwell on it too much more because I really do think a lot of the game was really well done. But the ending was all the worst part of it's compounded into one pile of festering garbage. From the water sequence to everything else, dude. Lolafelt Punter, thanks for gifting 5 subs. Really kind of you, man. All right, let's date some ghosts.
Oh, hello there.
Hi, you must be here for speed dating. My name's Fran. I run this little operation. So what's the deal, Fran? Straight to it, huh? Yes. We got all kinds of ghosts here. I turned down the music a little bit. Nice ones, sad ones, a few spooky customers. It gets lonely being a ghost. I live for the deafening solitude of my day-to-day from within my office hell. I like being alone. Also, am I a ghost? I've never met a ghost who didn't need someone. Chat, we're dead. I've been dead this whole time. Oh my god, my hand's going right through me. I've been dead this whole time. For real. And so have you. Gray Apache, thanks for the 1,400 bits. Take me out. God, what is up with people donating to die? This happens more than you'd think. Chat. This happens more than you'd think. A lot more than you'd think. I've never met a ghost who didn't need someone to talk to, someone to help make sense of all this. I'm doing just fine, thanks. You don't even want to make a friend? Now I'm in too deep, chat. I can't tell her that I'm cripplingly lonely, and I'm just putting on a show to look strong. I don't need a friend, no. It's good to know other ghosts. Eternity can be a scary time, trust me. No thanks. You came all the way out here just to change your mind. I guess it's up to you. I make it my beeswax, not the judge. Have a nice night. Oh. You leave the speed dating for ghosts event. I crawl back into your sad little moonfire with the busted tail light. The car you had in high school, the one that died on you, was waiting in the afterlife. Driving back to the Spirit Co-op feels like an eternity. Inside, you turn on the television and cue up an old episode of County General. One from the early seasons, when the primetime medical drama at least tried to be realistic. Then you head into the kitchen to make yourself some dinner. God, this is really going for a while. This is really focusing on the tedium of being completely cripplingly alone. After a quick look around, you decide to make all 3 packages of ramen noodles you find in the cupboard. Okay, it's really laying on thick my own cripplingly loneliness. I would do this, chat. I do this, chat. As the water boils, you empty the flavor packets into the water. 2 packets simulated 2 packets simulated shrimp powder, 1 packet simulated chicken powder. They make a weak broth that will coat the noodles as they cook. And this is my life. This is already my cripplingly alone life, chat. Hang on, I gotta take a departure from this. Elikin donated $100. They said, hey, Tomato, you're cool. Here, take this. Get a meal, nice dinner, quality dinner. No, takeout. Homemade meal, delicious food. Only the best make it special. No small size, get the large. Put in mouth, tasty, smile. I'll get some sushi tonight, just for you. Just for you, I'll get the good shit. Unless my stream goes too long, at which point I won't because they close so early. But thank you so much for that. That's so nice of you. And it will help deaden the blow of Yuppie Psycho ruining my teeth. I got a good feeling about this game, though. I got a really good feeling about this. Thank you so much for that, Elikin. That was really, 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 really generous of you. Fox of Eden with 1,500 bits. Holy jeez, we're ghosts now, chat. You're all dead. They make a weak broth that will coat the noodles as they cook. While you wait, you cut up a couple hot dogs and microwave them. After draining the noodles, you stir the hot dogs in with pepper and a bit of butter. With a little shake, a mass of quickly congealing, overcooked ramen plops out, keeping the shape of the pot on your plate. You sigh and carry your dinner to the couch, thinking about how you're a ghost and now you don't even need to eat. You simply don't have anything better to do. Oh. 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 I guess I'm gonna go date some ghosts. I really need it, chat, now more than ever. Changed your mind, huh? I'm not one to judge. Here's how this all works. We've got 3 rooms set up, each with their own super fun themes. You pick one and sit at a table. Then what? Another ghost who also signed up sits across from you. You'll have a few minutes to get to know them. Then a bell rings and you switch seats. A bell rings from somewhere. Just like that. In all, you'll meet 3 ghosts over 2 rounds. And at the end, you get to choose your favorite. If they liked you too, you go on a date. How's that all sound? I can't wait. Neither can I. First things first, though. Choose your room. A room of palms, a room of liars, a room of black. The darkness. Take me to the room of darkness. Hope this doesn't bite me in the ass later. No, nice cup of flowers. The room of black isn't really a room at all. It's more of a garden courtyard. The sun beats down as you squint to see what's growing, rows upon rows of yellow and brown plants, drying and rotting in the sun. What fruit these plants produced shriveled on the vine, but there's a peace to this place. The crickets are chirping. And well beyond the garden, a train passes. You sit at a table opposite an empty chair. The bell rings and a ghost appears. Oh, please be hot, please be hot. Nice. They got fucking tentacles for hair. That's sort of gross. But that's whatever. I can't be picky. I was expecting like actual ghost, but this is humanoid. Ooh, I'm a ghost. Ooh. Fuck, this is a test, chat. I should play along. I should play along with this asshole for like 10 seconds. Wait a minute, is this actually even a ghost? How am I sure this is even a ghost? That could be drawn on. This might be a person. This might just be a human and pretending to be a ghost. Nurse! Ma'am! The flesh. No nose equals reject. Yeah, I don't want some Voldemort looking ass, you know. Ooh. LOL. Yeah, this is gonna be a pass for me, chat. We got a fucking zoomer on our hands. LOL. Wait. Lol. Isn't it great being dead? I'd rather be alive. You'd rather be alive? Actually? That's so sad. Being dead is the best way to live. I'm Drea. I'm, like, dead, obviously. I'm also, like, dead. Go figure. Let's be dead together.
Now, either I can ask the logical, nice thing to say, or I can say the one that brings us both to our darkest moment instantly with no fucking breaks.
So, how'd you eat shit and die? Yeah, no. You don't want to know that. Besides, you're asking a ghost how they died? That's boring. Ask something else, something not boring.
I'm actively trying to sabotage this date because I don't like this person. Alright, here's the thing though, bitch. I really want to know.
It's called no. It means stop. Do not like. Jeez, take a hint.
Here we go, chat. I've grabbed the fucking steering wheel on this plane, and I am hurtling it towards the tree line myself. No brakes. I keep going until they leave, and I get a better ghost that doesn't open their conversation with me as, ooh, I'm a ghost. LOL, lol. I'm taking it down. I'm taking this plane down. I don't owe you anything. Also, we just met. Also, this is supposed to be fun, and you're making it pretty not fun. I like the ghost over there better, the one with the blood coming out of his eyes. I also expected fun. And now I slam the brakes so hard this asshole flies through the fucking windshield. I start crying.
I miss having blood too. I miss Bowie. Oh. Fuck the brakes! I can't! We're losing control of the... I can't steer! I miss Bowie too! The brakes! She cut them! There's no way to stop the car! Drea looks around. Was hoping he'd be here. Man, look at this place. Only ghosts would think a rotting garden is a good place to pick up. And yet you're here. Well, yeah, I'm here. Ever tried dating ghosts in the wild? They all just contort and wail, and not in a good way.
Hi, here we go. I'm pulling this. I'm pulling this back into my ring, you little shit.
You think you can fucking take the wheel? You think you're gonna... You think anyone's gonna steer this conversation with me, you little shit? Let's talk about my ex. My ex was a nightmare. I assume you meant a literal nightmare. I've gone out with all kinds. Pretty girls in dresses who carry their own heads. A shadow who refused to let me look directly at him. Being dead is great. It's the other dead people that kill me.
That's blunt.
Where? I could use one. Nice. They stole the wheel again! Alright, hang on.
I can fix this. How do I ruin this conversation? I gotta make sure this person is not on the table for a vote so I can, like, narrow it down for the next two.
Dude, I love weed. Lol. 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 Just kidding. Pot does nothing now. Holy does it do nothing. Getting messed up is the only thing I miss about living. When I was alive, I loved jokes about dying. Life sucked. Jerks everywhere. Never enough money. Man, this clock really can't go any slower, can it? How much more time do I have on this speed date? The jerks got the money. It'd be all, well, the best way to die is now, before death does me in. It should at least buy me dinner. Jokes, you know. But now that I am dead, it just feels right. Like maybe it was meant to be. You were meant to be dead? Which I guess makes sense. Next.
I thought that meant next as in I get to go to the next one.
Next! Send up the next one! Next! Since we all die in junk. Sweet release! Antler Ghost rang that bell thing. That means we change places. See you in a bit.
Never again. Give me someone good. Give me something that ain't the worst ever. Another ghost appears. Please don't be a fucking zoomer. Please just be cool.
The hell? Oh, hello there. I'm Hattie. You'll have to forgive me. I'm a little shy. It's just so nice to get out of the home.
Fucking granny. Some old lady ghost.
To see a new face.
I asked to not get a zoomer, and they gave me the fucking oldest one they could find in the fucking home.
She's literally, her body's so old, it's turned to dust when she died, chat. To see a new face.
The home?
I haunt the old folks' home, sonny. Where I died. Queen Mary's. It's not a nice place to live, let alone die.
Few nursing homes are, old lady.
The nurses do their best, but they are short-staffed. The residents are frequently neglected. To make Queen Mary's a little better, that is my mission in death as a ghost.
How do you help?
Any way I can. I keep watch on vitals, ring a nurse when needed, tuck residents in at night.
I mean, I'm sure they're thrilled to see the ghost wandering the halls of an old person home. But yeah, that's nice of her.
In their final moments, I whisper in your ears, "You're going to die. There's nothing left after this." It always brings a smile on their face when they wake up as ghosts after. I say, there is more. Just you wait.
Oh, that's so nice.
I never thought death would be like this. As ghosts, we have power over the living. Whether they know it or not, we ought to use that power for good.
I agree.
Now that you're dead, what do you do with your time?
Chat, every fucking instinct in my body is telling me to crash it. The instincts in my body are telling me fucking swerve. Swerve right now. I fucking play tricks on people. I'm still figuring it out.
It's strange being dead. There's a Bible verse I think about sometimes. It is better for you to enter the kingdom of God with one eye than to have...
I didn't expect to be recited verses from the fucking Bible while on this fucking date. Here we go. She's taken the wheel and she's robbed it from me. She's taken it and now she's reading a Bible. She's too old. She's curveballing me.
Where the worms that eat them do not die and the fire is not quenched, I still have both my eyes, but what I see isn't like hell.
Hell is other people, Granny.
I've heard that. I don't believe it. I can't imagine anything worse than being alone.
This isn't much better.
I suppose I'm just grateful for an afterlife. Maybe it's enough. Oh, I guess that's our time. I suppose I will see you again when I come back around. Thank you for the talk.
Another ghost appears. Oh! Ah! Ah!
Holy shit!
The ghost says nothing, only stares. I couldn't talk right now if I wanted to. I keep staring. The ghost's eyes narrow. I narrow mine.
The ghost opens their mouth wide, wider. The sides begin to crack and tear. The inside smells so foul, musty and sour, like rotting peaches. The ghost lets out a guttural cry, low and lonely. The other ghosts in the room are all looking at you. I'm gonna stand my fucking ground.
You are not like the others.
The others are in denial of their now immortal forms. What is there to fear?
We are all spirits for a reason. I am vengeance.
What brings vengeance to speed dating?
I was more. I was a man, an accountant. Gary. I am Gary. That name sounds wrong now. Silly. Common. Gary liked the patter of rain, baseball games, and decaffeinated tea.
What happened to Gary? The ghost's eyes grow wide. He breathes in deeply, remembering something horrible. What's wrong?
The knife! I still feel the blade. The life draining out, emptied. An empty space. Where once there was something, now cobwebs. A draft.
Who killed you, Gary?
I do not remember. Can you help me remember?
The bell rings. We'll have to do another time. Your time with Gary ends before you have a chance to answer him. Perhaps you get to know Gary a little bit better. If you can help him. Help him remember how he died. It's one way to spend an evening. The second round begins. Oh, please, fucking God, no. Okay.
Everybody's so flippin' gloomy here. I keep thinking, who died? Everyone! They all died! That's the joke. You know that's the joke, right? Man, we should just go haunting. Freak out some fleshbags. Give them something to be afraid of. Yeah, maybe. Like, you're gonna do better than me here. Or anywhere. Most ghosts are sad as heck, or boring. Lots of boring ones, too. What makes a ghost cool? Give me some cool tips! Give me some cool tips, huh?
Did you really ask that?
If you're cool, you're cool. You just are who you are. You're not trying to wear someone else's bedsheet, you know? I've only met a few ghosts like that so far. Mostly ones I meet at punk shows. It's great because you never need a ticket.
So why are you here?
I want to meet ghosts who aren't like me. I'm sick of doing the same things. I want to meet people like Gary. But then I actually remember I like doing those things. I really just want to share them with someone new. I know I probably sound pathetic. Wow, that was a short one, thank fucking God. Already? This was okay. Come find me after. We'll do something.
What exactly do you have in mind?
You'll see. Probably drugs, but that won't be happening, nah.
I gotta help Gary with his problem.
Hello again. I think we got off on the wrong foot. Not that I have feet.
Hattie laughs.
I used to make up my mind pretty quickly about people dying. Has shown me there's still a lot to learn. Always something new worth knowing.
Hattie looks at the garden running around you.
Do you like gardening?
I have never gardened once. I'm not gonna lie to them.
I gotta play this game like it's me here, chat.
I don't like gardening. I've hated gardening my whole fucking life.
Not really.
You and whoever tends this garden.
She chuckles to herself.
As far as interests go, I'm afraid I'm pretty boring.
Yeah, tell me about it. Bring up Gary. Come on, where's Gary? Give me the bell. I want to talk to Gary.
Beyond growing things and helping people die. There's not much more to me. I suppose I like true crime and making jam. Is jam something that interests you?
Wait a minute, I love jam. Really? Chat, who doesn't love jam? I love jam.
I make all kinds of jam. One of my favorites is a fall jam with apples and peaches. I've been making it since I was a little girl. My grandmother taught me it's important to macerate the fruit. That means coating the fruit in sugar and letting it sit. If you leave it overnight, it'll break down quite nicely, give you a head start on cooking.
Do I? Do I fucking swerve us right into that tree coming up ahead on the road? Chat, do I? I didn't know jam was so complicated.
That's just the tip of the strawberry. Don't get me started on the importance of a good copper pot.
What have I done? Why jam?
Because I'm good at making it, and I like sharing what I'm good at with others. I leave jars in people's homes, surprise them with their favorite kinds, homemade and out of nowhere, delicious jams, specially made by a ghost. Sometimes they won't even question where it came from. You'd be surprised how often that happens. Guess my jam's just that good.
That's really sweet of you, Granny.
Not as sweet as my orange marmalade.
She leans in to whisper, I put brandy in that one.
What?
What? You can't do that. What if a kid ate that? The bell rings.
Oh, there's the bell. I'm due at the nursing home tomorrow. I'd be honored if you joined me. It's not as exciting as a date for other ghosts that they might offer, but it has its rewards. Someone dear to me is taking a turn for the worse. I'm afraid he only has a few days left. I want to make sure he knows they won't be his last.
I don't want to go on a death trip with you to watch old people die.
Hattie, all right, that's like sort of like, I'm good on that one. I gotta go. Let me think about it.
I understand. I'll be at Queen Mary's at 7
a.m. Yeah, I'm not gonna be there. Hattie floats to the next table. She takes her time. It seems like she wishes she could just stay and talk to you.
How did you die?
Let's focus on you for now.
That is fair. I only recall slivers of my last moments alive. Emotions, work, a shadow along the wall. I know these memories are important. I do not know how they fit together.
Tell me about the shadow.
The shadow was long, dark, but familiar. It crept along the wall. It crept through the office as we worked at night. It came for me. It has a home.
Name.
I was looking into his eyes, chat.
Oh, why can't I remember its name?
Gary's eyes looked so threatening when you first met him. Now they look sort of sad. You're a good ghost, Gary.
Your kindness, it is rare among our kind. I still feel the blade, the life draining out. Join me after the final bell. Together we will discover my dark secrets.
Please don't come back. Gary left a strange transit map behind, routes you've never seen. A certain stop is circled. Choose your date. It's gonna have to be Gary. I'd go to the ends of the world to help Gary find the secrets behind his death. You arrive at the bus stop where Gary asked you to meet. The last bus went by hours ago. Still, there are other ghosts, waiting for something. One natters to herself like a squirrel. Another is on the ground, arms around his knees, rocking back and forth. The third ghost has his back turned, staring silently into the darkness. It's Gary.
He's here! He's here! We're gonna get it in, chat!
He's wearing a bow tie. It's a special day after all.
I wore a bow tie.
You look nice, Gary.
I wish to look respectable. One must look respectable when meeting one's end, even for the second time. Also, I thought you would like it.
I love it.
Gary smiles. Briefly.
For but a moment, and then he returns back to his gaze. 1,000 miles beyond me, into the darkness.
We are going to the place where I died. The office where I worked as an accountant. Under the tracks, where the trains grind and the walls shake. The dead end of a crooked drive.
Sounds spooky.
Yes! Spooky indeed!
A dim purple light washes over Gary's face.
The dead of night bus has arrived.
This bus is not sanctioned by any city. Its driver is a wisp, a fragment of a broken spirit trained to perform repetitive tasks. You and the other ghosts get on the bus. There is no fare, you've all paid the price.
The office is just as I remember it. I sat in that corner. Accounting is not thrilling work, but it can be exceptionally busy.
The papers on Gary's old desk are carefully stacked. It seems he liked to keep things orderly.
My partner's desk, always a mess.
Papers and rotting food cover every inch of this other desk.
Service.
What about your service?
Not my service. Service was my partner. Service Gelke.
Funny name.
Many people thought so. Strange I couldn't remember it until now. I worked with the man for 16 years. At first for a bank. We were miserable, so we struck out on our own.
Gary sits at Service's desk. He turns on the desk lamp to get a better look at the papers. He was a friend?
He was a thief.
16 years. Service and this no-armed slug man from accounting wandered the world making money wherever they could. The green and gold lamp collecting dust on Service's desk casts a long shadow. The shadow begins to move. It creeps along the wall until it hangs squarely over Gary.
He was telling our clients they owed money. Money they did not owe. He would pocket it for himself, small amounts, so I would not notice. But even small numbers do not add up.
Gary struggles to stand. He seems troubled by something.
When I confronted him, there was a fight.
In this room?
Yes, I killed him! Oh God! I still feel the blade! The knife in my hand! I looked for gloves, bleach! I found them, but I could not hide what I'd done. Instead, I called the police. Sitting quietly in the dark, I waited for them to arrive. When the officers knocked on the door, I was so scared. They warned me, but I couldn't let go of the weapon. Frozen in place right there in our office. They shot me where I stood. I died here, same as Service.
I mean, at least you know.
I am haunted by an act of vengeance, not the need for it. I am sorry for bringing you here. I am sorry I am not good.
Hey, you're a good ghost, Gary. You got a second chance now. It's not like you can murder someone here, you know?
I am not, but now that I know what I have done, I will carry it with me and atone. Perhaps then I will be good. A good ghost.
Gary is gone. The office is darker now. On the wall, you see a portrait, two smiling men, Service and Gary, the day they opened their firm. The office begins to shake as the first train of the day rolls by overhead, but the picture stays fixed onto the wall. Wow. Poor guy. Well,
Let's go into one of the other rooms.
Hello again. It's nice to see you. I'll just put your name down and you can go right in.
This is a good game. Let's go to the room of palms. This one's got a candle with a room of palms. It looks like the basement of an old church. Faded linoleum floors. Spare walls with the odd religious print framed in peach-colored wood. On one side is a large open kitchen. Old refrigerators donated by the congregation. Hum and drip. This must be where the cabbage smell is coming from. Rows of long tables are set up for the next spaghetti supper. They work well enough for today's speed dating. Come on, be someone cool. Be someone cool. Not a zoomer, not a zoomer! Oh god, it's a Chad. Look at those fucking pecs. Oh my god. What the fuck? Oh, hey. Sup? I'm Ailey. You're pretty hot for a ghost. Whoa. Slow down there, buddy. Hey, sorry. Just saying. Isn't it cool? We stay the age we died. Makes dying young a little better. How'd you die? Even though I can sort of tell from right there. I'm not gonna ask how you died. I think that's how I blow every single one of these dates. Why are you speed dating? You're probably thinking, what's this hunk of man doing here? I feel ya. Even hunks need a little help sometimes. I don't like him. It's been a while since I bid it. Still haven't found the one, you know. I've tried mixers, personal ads. Beefy boy seeks nice ghost for some one-on-one. Nothing doing. So I figured I'd give this a go. It seemed fun. How'd you end up a ghost? Oh wow, so long story. I was a wide receiver in high school. Got real good when it came time for college. Bam, full scholarship. But football's rough. When you catch passes like I did, you take a lot of blows. Nice. Blows. Get it? After a while, I started getting headaches. I'd get dizzy just standing up. But I kept on playing. Had to. I mean, these were my best years. Until one day, intracranial hemiatomia. Did I say that right? I got football brain now, so I think that's what it's called. Anyway, now I'm here. And we get to meet. So it's not all bad. I try not to let how I died define me. So many ghosts have sad stories. I want to make the best of this. Have some fun. Be the best alien I can be. It's just hard to figure out what that means. I wish ghosts didn't care so much about labels. It's just like when we were alive. Everyone always telling me who I was, without bothering to learn who I am. That's deep, Ailey. Thanks, bud. Football knocked stuff around in there, but sometimes my brain still works real good like... Yeah. His name's Riley, not Ailey. Alright, chat, shut the fuck up. It's Ailey now. To spite you. Alright, Ailey. Any interests beyond sports, Ailey? I try to branch out, but sports are just so fun, you know? Like, what's better than working up a sweat? Not that I sweat anymore. Also, I'm a shark frog, man. Why's he got, like, spots all over him? Oh, he's gone. He leaves before he can even say goodbye. He just ran off. Oh, snap! Halftime! Guess we call timeout! Is this, like, everything for you? Do you just say... You just do, like... You do football lingo. I can tell you like football, because you just said 4 separate sports things instead of saying normal human words. Hey, I play sports. Let's keep this going in the second half. And maybe after that, I can get a home run. Bye-bye now. I shiver. Another ghost appears.
Hello, sunshine.
The ghost takes a long drag of their cigarette. And the
Smoke rises up through their hollow frame, pumping out holes in their back.
They let you smoke in here?
I didn't ask. Won't make much difference now. My name's Vera. That or the lady in smoke. That's what the ghost hunters call me.
Ghost hunters?
Living weirdos trying to prove we exist. Hunter sounds dramatic, gives them too much credit. For years now I've haunted Vegas, the glitzier condominiums on the strip, obnoxious houses behind gates. I wake up rich fools at night shrouded in gray smoke, jangling pennies, wailing, "Pay the price!" Junk like that. Pay the price!
That's pretty good shit, Vera.
That's pretty cool. Thanks, Hunt. Spent lots of time working on it. I like when they choke on the smoke, choke themselves awake, then they see me floating at the foot of their bed, looking ready for a funeral. It works. Except when the smoke alarms go off. Then it's not as scary.
So you're famous?
I guess. Word gets around I'm a regular topic on midnight radio, not that it matters. It ain't like being famous when you're alive.
What was your life like?
My life was Vegas. I was an executive assistant to this big shot casino owner. This was back in the boom. Everyone moved in post-war. By the early 50s, it was a wonderland.
Even in death, you still cough like a. You can still get the lung problems, chat.
Boomer? Yeah, literal boomer. An actual real one, chat.
My boss was a real piece of work, balding, bad suits, always eating peanuts and tossing back rye. He was obsessed with money, got it any way he could, never let it go. No one liked him, but plenty feared him. It was my job to keep his sins quiet.
His sins? What do you mean his sins?
Anyway, that's me. What brings you to this thing?
Oh my god, I was literally about to say, chat, this is the first time a single one of these fucking selfish little shits has tried to ask me a question. The whole time. Like, about me, and not like,
Do you like jam?
Gary asked. Gary was okay. Granny asked me about shit about her. Like, do you also like jam? Like, not like...
Everyone else was just like, fucking, let me tell you about me.
Oh, I was lonely. Cripplingly lonely.
I hear ya. I was about as lonely as a lost shoe, just as useless too. You get used to it. Also, you never get used to it.
Hey, we can be lonely together.
Whoa there. Ease up on the Oh, you. Oh! We just met. Not that I don't appreciate the thought. I wasn't like,
Oh, you...
hey.
How do you misinterpret that as me like fucking asking you out? We can be lonely together as just like, I mean, I don't think I was going in that heavy. Chat. Was I going in too heavy?
I don't think I was going in that heavy.
These people ask like they're pouring their fucking life history on me, and I say one thing and they fucking say,
slow down there. I used to work as a fireman until one day I was trapped within the building. My skin was burned off, but I was still alive. They took me to the autopsy table and cut me open, and my living viscera and entrails poured all over the nurses.
wow, Dang, you want to talk about that later?
Slow down there, sunshine! Take it easy, I barely know you. Okay.
Cool. The bell rings. Gotcha.
Denver the First, thank you for the Prime. Eye of Valor, thanks for the 5 months.
Hey, how it do, Tamto?
How it do, man? Upland Squawk, thanks for the 2 months. Thank you. Ghost culture, bud. How am I supposed to know these things? I've only been a ghost for a day.
Guess that's the bell. We'll have to pick this up later. See ya.
Another ghost appears. Are you a rock? What are you? You're a pile of actual shit.
Hey. Hey. I'm Stephanie. But you can call me Steph. Everybody does. Hi, Steph. Hey. Oh gosh, I'm nervous. I've never done anything like this before. I spent like an hour putting on my face this morning. I can see that because you literally, it's strapped onto your face. Are you a tumor? Are you mold? What are you? You look. All right, here we go. This is how you bring someone up. All right, because right now she's doubting herself. I'm gonna say she looks nice.
Thank you. That's sweet of you to say.
What brings you to speed dating?
I've been single for a while. At first, it was great. I did what I wanted to do, taught myself some Japanese, played my clarinet every day without fail, allowed myself time to get to know the real me.
But after, how do you play clarinet? With your fucking strapped on mask face.
But after a while, the silence gets to you. My cat only says so much.
I know what you mean.
I resisted trying stuff like this. Speed dating is so awkward. Like, what do you say? My name's Steph and I play clarinet. My name's Steph and I'm teaching myself Japanese. If you think my hobbies are bad, what if you think I'm a weirdo? When you only have so much time to talk and the first thing you say makes all the difference.
Its first impressions are overrated.
You say that, but there's still gonna be that moment, the first time we see one another, the first time we hear each other speak. Those moments set the tone. Everything else is either validating that initial impression or trying to subvert it. Wow. Really coming at me. Like a train, like a freight train. Steph. I mean, she's right, but like, we weren't supposed to talk fucking speed dating theory here at this table. Do I make a good first impression? You're interesting, at least. You don't know anything about me because
Guess what? Your first fucking impression was telling me all about yourself like some sort of fucking broken record. Here, take this F for failure. I've given you your grade. Take this to the next table and maybe the next one will know how to fucking talk to you. I'm gonna draw it right on your mask face on the forehead. You can't stop me because you have no arms. God, imagine fucking coming up and telling me about speed dating. Like, meta. Like, what is the most OP opening line you can bring? This is some dumbass shit, Steph. But whatever.
In the good way, there's nothing worse than meeting someone and running out of things to say after like 10 minutes. That's why I'm here. There's no time to get bored. If you do, it's almost impressive.
I'm bored. Clarinet or Japanese, huh? The last one was, the last ghost I had was a person who snuck into rich people's homes and jingled quarters in their face and said, "Pay the price!" And you want to tell me about your fucking Ayaya shit? Yeah, let's do the weeb check. Let's know.
I thought I'd pick it up easily. Since it's so far removed from English, there's such an art to drawing the characters, but there are so many. First you learn hiragana. Those are the basic characters for sound, then katakana for words taken from other languages. By the time I learned all those, I thought I was getting pretty good. Then came kanji. There are thousands of kanji characters. It's overwhelming.
I mean, to be fair, you have an eternity to learn.
If only I'll die before I learn the language.
You're already dead.
Ha ha. Yeah. I mean, we all are in a sense, right? Waiting to die.
Wait, hang on, wait a second. Uh-oh. Okay, uh-oh. If I go in soft, it's only gonna hurt more. I gotta tear the bandit off. You're dead. You are dead, Steph.
Are you threatening me? Cause that is super not cool. I'm gonna tell Fran. She'll ban you.
Steph, you are an ethereal pile of rocks. Steph,
wait. What? What do you mean? No, wait! The bell can't be ringing yet. I don't understand. We're dead? Did I die? Am I a ghost? You are a toy!
Oh man, chat. Well, that's something
we can
cover
next round. Sup, bruh? Sup?
Get a little of this one, chat.
I'm Ailey again. So, like, what should we talk about now?
Let's just fucking. You're only gonna want to talk about yourself, bud. So let's talk about sports.
So, like, this may surprise you, but people always ask about the football in my head. I consider it a badge of honor, but also a reminder, you can push yourself too hard and lose everything you worked for. 5 too many hits to the head, whammo! Head just shatters! Right into my brain! Sports Ghost at your service, here to tell you that all goals have limits.
That's good advice.
Aight? Yeah. I like using sports to make sense of stuff. It works super good. Need to fix something? Draw up a play. You won't get anywhere without a plan.
What do sports say about the eternity of death?
Death is like an early retirement. You have your legacy, your accomplishments, right there on paper, and in people's memories. You're no longer playing the game. But hopefully you changed it, and you can still do plenty of good. Just from the sidelines.
That was actually pretty good. I still want to do good.
It's never too late.
Oh, he's gone. The bell rings.
So, like, I was thinking, it might be fun to see a game together. My old team's playing our state rivals. It's been a while since I checked in on them.
Sure, I'd like that.
Righteous. Just tap me after they wrap up here. I'll pick you up in my ghost car. It's a convertible.
Of course it is. No, I can't wait.
Me neither.
I'm not actually going on a date with him. I'm just keeping my options open in case I blow it on the next two.
Hello again, sunshine. Good to see you back around. We already talked a bit about how I live. The Vegas life, my crooked casino boss. I'd like to tell you about how I died.
Okay. Are you sure? Vera takes a long drag of her cigarette.
I'm always sure. It's speed dating. Might as well lay my cards out. All of my cards. One day in 1954, the casino ran me up. A voice, the boss's son.
Never asked how I died. No one ever asks how I live. It's always about them. Always a lot about them, chat. So that's cool. I am not.
Said they were out of clean shirts. It was maybe 6 a.m. The sun wasn't up yet. I dropped my girl off at a sitter and rushed over to the casino.
You had a daughter?
Sure did. I was a single mom in the 50s. In case you're doubting why I stayed at the job, the casino front doors were locked. The doors were never locked. Security let me in and led me to the blackjack tables where my boss was waiting. Dead on the floor, blood soaking into the burgundy carpet.
How did he die?
A knife, probably. These guys hated guns. His son was there. He smiled when he saw me. "You'll make this go away," he said. I nodded. 2 guys bigger than horses stepped up behind me. They loaded my dead boss into the trunk of a black car. One of them drove. The other made sure to sit with me in the back seat.
Did you know these men?
No. All their tufts looked the same. I swear they worked a year, then got put down, like my boss had been put down. I kept thinking about where this put me. When we got into the desert, would they bury me too? But they didn't. I watched as my boss, friend to the mayor, a builder, a legend, got what he deserved, a hole in the sand.
Your girl, did you confront the son?
Not a chance. By the time we got back to the strip, the casino was open, busy as ever. And the son was making out funeral arrangements. A heart attack, they were calling it. Sudden, unexpected, tragic, horse crap.
And your daughter?
I wasn't about to pick her up, at least not until things cooled down. I went home alone, locked all the doors and windows, turned off the lights and waited. Nothing happened until I nodded off. I woke to an intense heat, took a deep breath. Sucking in hot, black smoke. My lungs felt like they were burning. I couldn't see. They burned my home down. After making sure I was inside it.
I'm so sorry, Vera.
Yeah, well, now you know why I'm the lady in smoke. Sorry this got so grim. After this is all over, maybe we can grab a drink and try not to let the past haunt us, even for just an hour.
So, wait. We're actually totally 100% dead. Yes. As in afterlife. The afterlife. Yes. So you're a ghost, and I'm a ghost. Yes. Oh boy, do I need a drink. I got something else to tell you. We can't go drunk anymore, Steph.
It's a good thing I was kidding. I was never really a big drinker. It's funny though. I sort of feel drunk now, or I don't know. Dissociated. Like the world is going on without me. It's a familiar feeling. I felt it a lot when I was alive too.
What was your life like?
It was difficult, except not really. Mostly life was pretty good.
Good job?
Honestly, I never really had a job. I didn't work during high school, and I got sick my first year of college. Sick. This is hard to talk about. I had cancer, a brain tumor. It was bad.
Oh. Is that all of you then? Are you like a tumor? No?
Diagnosed a week after my 19th birthday, I started getting headaches and feeling confused about things. Things would just look wrong, out of place. It's hard to describe.
How long did they give you?
They gave me a few months with treatment that turned into a year. They said it was aggressive, so they had to be aggressive. Eventually, the symptoms subsided. It seemed like they zapped it, told me I was progression-free, whatever that means. I was allowed to go back to school, but I didn't. I retreated to my room after so much time facing death. I had a lot of trouble facing people. Funny, huh? Now I'm facing death and people. There's the bell. Guess it's back out into the world now. I have a lot to figure out. It was nice to meet you. Thanks for helping me talk this out.
Steph leaves the room. If you hurry, you could catch up to her. See if she'd like to talk some more. Then again, a date with a ghost like Steph might not be the most exciting. She's no football hunk, nor is she the infamous Lady in Smoke. Might as well be her therapist at this point, chat. Might as well be all of the therapists. Chat's right, someone was like ghost therapist, more like.
Yeah, I'm not really much of dating.
More of me helping everyone feel better about themselves in the afterlife while I stumble through my own crippling loneliness. Man, it's gonna sound mean. It's not my problem to help Steph feel better. She's got an eternity to feel better. She's dead. And she literally thought I already told her she's dead. Vera's the only one that I think I can tolerate. You meet Vera outside. She's smoking in the dark. Took you long enough? Not really, though. Chat! Oh, terrible choice. I'm here to date people, chat. Not to chase after someone who didn't even invite me to go after them or hang out with them after this. I am here to date people, not be some fucking self-help advisor, chat. It was always gonna be the two first ones. I am not like a therapist. Let me chase after her and tell her it's okay to be dead. Let's talk more about your life, even though you never asked me a single question about mine the whole time. Matter of fact, you threatened to have me banned for telling you that you were dead. I blew your mind. I've already changed her life for the better by telling her that she was dead all along.
Not really, though. I'm just kidding around. So, what do you want to do? The world's our...
Vera stops talking. 1,000 yards there. She seems distracted all of a sudden.
You hear that?
What do you mean? I didn't hear anything.
I heard a voice. There's it again! A voice! Did you hear it this time?
Yo, are you okay?
I'm honestly not sure. I'm hearing a second voice. This one sounds familiar. Like the way I'd sound if someone recorded me, but not me. Me, but not me.
Where are the voices coming from?
The voices are in my head, but also far away. The voice is calling out to me. It's saying, Vera, are you there? We are trying to reach Vera. Dead on the 5th of November, 1954. And then the other voice, the one that sounds so familiar, it says, where are you, Mom? Oh no, my daughter. I'm sorry, I have to go. I have to find her.
I understand.
I'm so sorry about this, hon. I need to figure out what's going on here. You could come with me if you wanted.
That's not too much trouble.
I know trouble. You're not it. These voices, though. I'm not sure what I'm hearing. It sounds like my daughter, but, well.
You could have chat. Yeah, I could be watching fucking sports right now, chat. Man, wouldn't that be riveting? Let's go watch some sports, or better yet, let's go follow a fucking walking pile of garbage as they play the clarinet and tell me to leave them alone because I'm essentially following them around now.
You know what I've done? It might be nice to have some backup.
You follow Vera to the source of the voices in her head. A small bungalow on a quiet street on the other side of the town. There's a square hedge around the front yard and a neon sign in the window. Psychic readings. Psychic readings. Know the future. Know yourself.
Let's go inside.
Inside, the house is dark, except for a dim room towards the back, lit by trembling candles. 2 people are seated at the table, facing each other. One is a young woman dressed in black with multiple piercings. She appears to be the psychic, playing the part with witchy flair. The second woman sits across from her. This woman is in her 70s, wearing wire-frame glasses and a long black dress. She looks like a retired librarian.
That's my daughter. Is this a seance?
It sure looks that way.
What happens now? I feel a presence.
Vera's daughter opens her eyes.
Mom, are you there? Your mother is here. She may not be able to speak, but she is listening. Mom! I sense 2 presences. 2?
Oh shit, they're onto me. God, I'm like totally third-wheeling this fucking, like this seance, chat.
Yes.
What is unknown to me? The psychic breathes in deeply. You may now ask your mother a question. Perhaps she will respond.
Mom! It's Jane. I need to know what happened. How you really died. The police, the papers, they all said it was an accident. But I found your letters, Mom. What did they do to you? I can't tell her what happened. It's too hard. Can you say something to her?
Oh God, she's took the wheel from me, chat. She's driving us straight for that cliff. Oh God. Oh. We were driving on a 2-person tricycle, and she ripped the fucking one of the side wheels on this third-wheeling tricycle off. She ripped the side wheel off. She's driving us.
I needed to know I'm out there. I'm just not sure I can do it.
I'm gonna tell Jane how her mom really died. The psychic repeats what you say word for word.
The letters were all true, every word. I'm sorry I left you. I did it so you could live.
Jane begins to cry.
You didn't leave me. They took you from me. I was only a little girl. I'm so sorry, Mom. I miss you so much. I miss you too.
Oh, hey, well, I will do the last set.
Hello again. It's nice to see you. I'll just put your name down.
Hey, can you get me some people that, like, want to actually date me and not take me on their life-changing adventures? Because that's sweet and all, but, like, I'm here to get some. I'm here to get some ghosts, you know what I'm saying, Antler Lady? And so far, I've been sort of ripped off. So please, in set 2, give me some good shit. Alright? Thanks. We'll do the last set. The Room of Liars looks a bit like a conference hall, the kind you might see in an airport hotel. There was a meeting of regional managers here yesterday, followed by some couple's 65th anniversary in the evening. They left a few balloons behind. Worn, plush stacking chairs are set on either side of the lacquered oak tables. In one corner, there are wine glasses and a metal pitcher of water, alongside a stainless steel urn for coffee. Ghosts don't need coffee. One particularly nervous ghost is holding a cup anyway. Some habits never die. Here we go. The bell rings and a ghost appears. Here we go. Literal goop man. A ghost! Oh, God!
Sorry. Of course you're a ghost. We all are. I'm still not used to this whole being dead thing.
I'm not that scary, am I?
No, you're not. But you're still a ghost. When I was alive, I was so scared of ghosts. It started when I was little. A movie I saw. I pushed my bed against the wall. I told my mom it was so I wouldn't fall out. I couldn't sleep unless my back was against the wall.
Why were you scared?
I'd picture the worst ghosts, devils, dark entities, hateful things floating in the dark, hiding in mirrors, watching me, standing behind me. And now I learned they were there. Everyone who told me that there was nothing to be afraid of, they were wrong. Ghosts are real, and I am one.
Yeah, it's a lot to accept. Also, thanks for inviting me to another therapy session. I do this for free. I'll be here all day for you, friend. It's what I do. I get to be alone, but the rest of you get to have freebies of my professional therapy service, because I guess I was a therapist when I was alive. Man, the only one that's ever respected me and treated me like a person and asked me about myself was Gary. And he's in room 3. It's a lot to accept.
Yeah, it is. Are you afraid of ghosts?
Not anymore.
What changed?
Well, I mean, like... Wait, they asked me if I'm afraid of ghosts, right? I found things to like.
I want to find things to like. Every time I think I'm happy, even for a second, the anxiety knocks, says I'm back from my break. Did you miss me? The bell rings. Oh, that was just the bell. Oh, thank you for listening. I guess we'll talk more in a bit for my second therapy session, speed therapy. Hopefully the other ghosts are as nice as you.
Yeah. Another ghost appears.
Well, look what we have here.
The ghost's voice creaks like ancient wood.
The name's Spooky Peter.
Spooky Peter.
Your name has spooky in the name?
He tips his hat. Dust spills off the brim.
How do you do?
I do okay.
I'd wager otherwise. Like maybe you're scared of me. Like maybe you've seen a ghost. Spooky Peter laughs. Or coughs, it's hard to tell. You definitely are spooky. Thanks for saying so. I've been doing this for a while. My record of hauntings goes back long as the door. Since the Black Death took me in 65. 1665, kid.
I thought the plague was earlier than that.
The Black Death comes in waves. Lingered for centuries. I was a doctor in London. I knew I'd got it. The second the chills started, I was dead in days. Last great gasp of bubonic on the island. Some 68,000 went with me. Ever since then, I've been spooking folks. Even been in books. Not always by name, mind you, but everyone knows old Spooky Peter. But you could tell when it's me. The top hat, the fear, all hot and sick. Nobody spooks him like Spooky Peter.
I really like, I like you gotta do British accent. I'll do the voice I have now, thanks. Nobody spooks him like Spooky Peter. Are you? I try my best.
Do you? Guess I see it. The potential, I mean. The potential to be spooky like Spooky Peter. I can help with that. Teach me your spooky ways, oh Spookmaster. Now. Spooky Peter doesn't just teach anybody. A rock has potential before you throw it through a window. What makes you any better?
I can pull my face off.
Spooking like that might shock them. But there ain't no art to it. You go all the way, the living have nothing more to fear. And when they aren't spooked, what's the point? No. The spooky is spooking. Spooking's the stuff that eats at you, makes you wonder what you hear or see is even real at all. Makes you wonder,
what could be under that bed. It's never as spooky when you see what it is. Or how's that for a lesson? Yeah?
Useful.
Good. There's more where that came from. If a legendary spookin' is what you're after, and then Spooky Peter's gonna take you under his wing, so to speak. You'll need a solid foundation. It's all about knowing your audience. A good spookin's in the details.
Is he just selling like a fucking like? Is he trying to sell me like lessons? Did he come here to sell lessons to people? Because he sounds like he's about to whip out a fucking like entire thing. He's advertising to me. He's gonna pull out a self-help book.
The bell. It means we move on. Guess I'll be seeing you when I come back around. Spooky Pete, out.
A thick layer of dust now covers the table. Another ghost appears.
Want to make some money?
Excuse me?
Do you want to make some money? Do you? And I'll say this one more time, just in case you didn't hear me. Want to make some money? Dollar bills, cashola. You know the stuff?
I understand what money is.
Good. Then you understand why I want more.
This is a singles mixer.
Yes, it certainly is. And I'm looking for eligible, let me say this as tenderly as I can, accomplices. Yeah. The name's Leon, by the way. I rob banks, don't judge.
You rob banks?
Banks, financial institutions, cash condos, you know, the joints.
How do we do it?
We're ghosts, aren't we? The problem with robbing banks, people see the robbers, but you can't see a ghost. We could walk right on in, Arthur. It'd be simple as shit. And float that money right on out. Genius, right? It's the perfect crime.
There's no such thing.
True facts. But nothing's for sure, is it? Except death. Seems to me that makes us uniquely qualified.
There's no harm in hearing you out.
No harm at all. At the very least, it'll break up all the gloom in this room.
Leon looks around at the other ghosts.
Yeesh. The bell rings. Nuts. Time to switch seats. Don't worry. I'll be back. We got more to talk about, Arthur.
I can't do Dutch voice because my throat's pretty fucked. Lalafell Punter, thank you for the 100 bits. I actually thought he was a loan shark because he was a shark talking about money.
Yeah.
Major Shazbot, thank you for the 7 months prime. Hey, Tomato. I'm an Aries. I enjoy long walks on the beach, haunting people with my damned soul and meeting new people. Hi. Hi. Burke Reynolds, 2 months.
Thank you. Second round begins.
The other ghosts. Holy moly, were they awful. Leon's just a creep, and Spooky Peter, that name is earned. Oh, also, I think I forgot to introduce myself. My name's Kyo. Sorry.
I gotta commit to my voices. But, you know. Now their voices, Goldman. A tender, soft Goldman. But still a Goldman. All the same.
Yeah, I mean,
Spooky Peter has been around, man.
I think he's actually just dust. My rule. Never trust anyone who wears a hat. The stuff he said to me. The hairs behind your neck know me. It's best to hide in the corner of their eye. He's what I was afraid of as a kid. He said he's been in books. I believe it. The man's almost theatrical. Reminds me of a character actor playing the devil on stage.
Yeah, I mean, I totally see it.
I'm not a confident person, but I'm rarely wrong. You should stay away from him.
You're not like these other ghosts.
I'm sure thankful for that. At best, dating ghosts is frustrating. Everyone always asks the same things. How did you die? What was your life like?
Guess who you never asked that stuff to, Kyo? You never asked me that. Oh, I'm sorry. It seems that must be all the time we have for my conversation. Let's go back to talking about you, shall we?
If we were alive, the questions would be like, what kind of food do you like? What's your favorite movie? Dying doesn't make people more interesting. It's Videodrome, by the way. My favorite movie, I mean... Ask my favorite movie! Ask mine! Why not ask me my favorite movie?
Long live the new flesh.
Ha! You know it. Sometimes I feel like a VCR. Obsolete, out of date. No new stories to tell.
I still have my VCR, says me. Making sure to, pull the car over and open the door, letting them out of this wild ride at long last.
Nice. Damn it. I love meeting fellow fans of dead media. Man, they took the fucking... I tried opening the doors to let them out of my metaphorical conversation car. I stopped the car right next to a bus stop and I said, this is your stop. And then, as I started to drive away, the fucking bastard grabs onto my bumper and climbs in through the trunk and starts strangling me from over the seat. Damn it. I love meeting fellow fans of dead media. So... do you want to hear how I died?
If you want to talk about it.
Might as well get it out of the way. I was in film studies, working my way towards a PhD. In debt. Always pretty sad. I had good friends, though. I was always studying. One weekend, they convinced me not to study. They said we should go to the lake instead. I couldn't swim. I never learned. You see where this is going. I drowned. Everything went black and quiet. I wake up dead in a fancy wooden box under 6 feet of dirt.
They buried you alive? No, they definitely didn't bury them alive.
How'd you drown? First I was in a canoe. Then I was in the water. Then I was in the dirt. After I died, my spirit separated from my body like it does for everyone. I fell right through my coffin, through my own body, down, 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 into the bedrock. It was so dark.
That sounds awful.
It was! I'll never forget the confusion, the helplessness. I seized up. That actually stopped me from falling. When I freaked out, I was like... my whole body became corporeal, not flesh, just like... you know how if you concentrate, you can still pick up objects like that? Except I was the object, and the earth was holding me. It was so quiet there, stuck in solid rock.
How'd you get out?
I pulled myself up, away from the heat below, sort of clawed my way to the surface through the earth. I felt the rock moving through me. Drowning wasn't as bad as that. Listen, I'm sorry I've been such a downer. I promise I'm not like this all the time. I was thinking, maybe we could go out sometime. Somewhere quieter, maybe. With fewer loud bells and spooky Peters.
I'd like that. Sure.
Yay. I can't wait to do something with you. That isn't talking about myself, sorry.
At least finally someone fucking acknowledges the fact that you just ripped me off an entire session and a half with your bullshit.
At the very least, they're the first one that said,
oopsie daisy, I literally just talked about myself for both sessions while you just did therapy. Yikes.
See you after we're done.
Great Apache, thanks for the $5. I'm here with your Ghost Bank robbery share.
Thank you.
Lost in the Woods, thank you for the 5 months.
Stony0229, thank you for the subscription.
My spooky protege returns. What knowledge do you seek, protege?
I want to know it all.
In time. A truly spooky ghost requires one thing above all else. Patience.
All right. Let's ask the big questions, chat. What spooks Spooky Peter?
Not much. Though I will say, I ain't so fond of beasts.
What kind of? You're scared of animals?
Beasts are all instinct. Their fear is primal, tangible. I can't spook a beast. Not like a person.
I take it you don't have a pet then.
Never. And I steer clear of people that do. Spooky folk like me really rely on a certain covertness. I can't just be clanging about, announcing myself. That is not so spooky. Cats, they can sense Spooky Peter.
He talks in third person. I didn't realize that until right now.
They know I'm there. If I hide in the closet, they'll screech and scratch at the door and start yelling. Even run around in the dark to wake the owners, I'd wager. It's trouble, let me tell you. A real impediment.
Spooky Peter wheezes. Something's rattling around in there. Are you okay?
Pay the rattle no mind. I died with it. It stays with me. You ever been to the mirror world? You ever been to the upside down dimension?
What's that?
The place beyond this, but the same as this. You've seen it. But I was looking in.
The mirror world?
You're gonna stop. Hey, bell person, wait like 10 seconds. What the fuck do you mean the mirror world? What do you mean? The mirror world.
If you fancy another lesson, come on by. That edge of things. I'll show you around the other side.
I'd like that.
Maybe you think you like it. Seeing it's another thing. Seeing it's another thing entirely. Some things spook even.
And he leans in and flicks a flashlight on underneath his chin, illuminating his face with the flashlight ray.
Some things even spook. Spooky Peter.
And he disperses into dust.
Okay, so here's what I'm thinking. You'll come in with me while I get a third ghost to watch the door.
Do you know which bank yet?
Absolutely. A secluded branch up on 4th. Board tellers, lots of older customers. It's a great place to hit.
How do we get inside? Leon pulls out some graphing paper.
I drew the layout in pencil. I probably didn't need so much detail since we're going in the front door. I just figured it's best to be prepared. Wait, does this mean you're interested?
Tell me more about you first.
All right, fine. I'll give you my life story, abridged version. It'd probably help maintain our cover anyways.
Fran walks by. It seems like she's eavesdropping.
The trouble with me is, it's hard not to talk about stealing. I stole candy when I was 9, switched to stealing beer at 14, stole my first car a year later. I hit up convenience stores, drive-ins, even held up a laundromat once. I threw my back out carrying all those quarters.
Did you ever get caught?
Big or small, every heist was a hitch. 3 or 4 went so bad I was in and out of jail, but it wasn't anything serious until I got a crew together and started doing banks. Every country cop took that seriously. Caught me good after 5. I spent the rest of my life behind bars.
So you have unfinished business.
Nothing so dramatic. Stealing's just all I know. It's a hobby, a talent, the love of my life.
The bell rings.
That's our time. You've heard my pitch, gotten to know me a little more than I like, so what do you say?
Help him out, turn him down, or turn him in. I'm sorry to tell you this. I'm sorry to tell you this, Dutch, but I'm a ghost cop, you son of a bitch.
It was me all along. I am a ghost cop, and I'm sending you to ghost jail. That's right, chat. It was me. I got him, booking boys. Wait, what? Nice try. There ain't a jail around that can hold a ghost, I think.
And just like that, Leon doesn't stick around long enough to find out. Spooky Peter looks over at you. He seems concerned that Leon left. Wondered what's that about.
We'll catch him.
See you later, Leon. Guys, listen, Leon would have been appealing and all, but I have to know about Spooky Peter.
No, screw Kyo, alright? I need to know about Spooky Peter. I need to know about the spook realm, alright? This is the secrets of the universe we're talking about here. Chat, look, alright? There's always other chances for Kyo. I need to know about the world beyond our world. This is fucking like, this is interstellar shit, alright? This is interstellar shit. You arrive for your date with Spooky Peter, a hall of mirrors at a roadside carnival. A clown's face, all smiles and menace, watches over the entrance. Welcome to my home. I live at a carnival. He lived at a carnival the whole time. Oh my god, I got fucking conned. Inside are twisted corridors lined with mirrors, with only a slight reflection. It's especially disorienting to navigate these halls. Spooky Peter leads you to a specific mirror, taller than the others. The mirror's face is concave, as if to pull in everything around it. We're going into this mirror. Follow him. Together, you step inside the mirror. Welcome to the mirror world, or as it's known here. That's the mirror world, spelled backwards. You see the eerie green? That is what happens when an image reflects itself. It takes on an eerie green. The more times a reflection is reflected, the greener it becomes, just like this. That's pretty green. Thanks. Do not be afraid. Nothing here can hurt you in the mirror world. The physical laws are upended. Am I really here? Or am I over here? Or am I over here? Perhaps it is all of the above. Or even nowhere at all. That's amazing. Okay. You are not impressed. I understand. You are a younger ghost. These sorts of tricks can hardly compete with modern conveniences like the internet and the cotton gin. Come with me. The spooking hour approaches. It's 3 a.m. If that's what you're wondering. Where are we going? Why 3 a.m.? Only witches and sins are awake at 3. We seek neither. In a way, we are both witches and sins. Together, you and Spooky Peter fly through the void, passing countless mirrors in reverse, each peering into a life still being lived. Each mirror in the living world is actually a door. Staring into one long enough in the dark, or saying a spirit's name 3 times, that's like knocking. After a short trip through the oblivion, you arrive at a particularly decorative mirror. A splendid haunt. Spooky Peter leads you through the mirror glass into a long hall lined with bricks on one side. There are still boxes in the hall. The mirror you step through is propped up against the wall. In the far end is a massive kitchen with original marble tile that does well to hide its age. Paul is sleeping. Let's get to spooking. Spooky Peter leads you through the closed bedroom door where a man in his 20s is sound asleep on a mattress. He's snoring loudly. Spooky Peter floats to one shadowy corner by the open window, then motions for you to do the same. The curtain flaps over Peter's shadowy visage. He stands silently, hat bent slightly forward. He's just standing there. Should we do something? Patience, protege. The aim is to be a presence, not a threat.
Spooky Peter stands motionless for literally 20 minutes. Wait, no. 40 minutes. 40 minutes of doing nothing but standing here.
Finally,
He moves away from the corner.
watch, protege, as I tighten the knot.
Spooky Peter sinks into the hardwooded floor. The old wood lets out a loud creak, 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 as steady as a pulse. Paul is still snoring. Peter moves into the ceiling and starts to scratch.
Screech, screech, screech.
Like raspy breaths, Paul is still snoring. Peter is starting to look annoyed. He floats over to Paul and peeks in his ear.
Some sort of orange foam. It obstructs his ear canal, preventing him from hearing us. Again, I am thwarted by the progress of man.
Scratch the wall. You scratch with one nail, long and deep, above Paul's head. It leaves a long vertical line in the plaster.
Make it a cross. Excellent work, protege. Faith haunts them same as ghosts. Fear will sow. The fear this will sow brings me butterflies. I am proud of you, protege. Truly, you are spooky this day.
Spooky Jared. My name. My true name.
Spooky Jared. Yes! I am a god now!
I can always trap people like this. I can always catch people like this. There's a certain kind of person that whenever I say my name, immediately brings up that boy, that fucking bad one, and I can ban them on the spot because I know they're a kid. And that sucks every single time, you know? But I always catch someone because I guess I'm not allowed to say my name without Subway getting involved, chat. Why? Hey, gang, can we all, as a group, grow the fuck up for 10 seconds? Spooky Peter leads you back to the hallway mirror. Back through this weird mirror world of his.
The fractal realm on the dull side of the chain.
What he said. What the fuck did he just say? Eventually you reach the mirror that leads back to where you came in.
Well, this is me. Thank you for your company.
This was fun. No, this wasn't fun. This was weird.
Thanks. That means a lot to me. But before we return to the physical world, I should warn you, time behaves differently in the mirror world. What may have felt like hours was in fact years. A decade has passed since we began this date.
What? Wait, what?
I speak in jest. It's barely been the length of a talkie. The look of fear on your face. Spooky Peter spooked you good.
He tips his hat to say goodbye. More dust falls off the brim.
Guess I'll be seeing you.
A breeze picks up and the rest of him blows away. Sorry about this one. I got ripped off a date. One last spook. The final spook was me all along.
Chat. Spooky Peter. There it is. Chat, I'm done for tonight.
My throat's killing me. I'm not sure if I'll be streaming tomorrow because it seems like I might need to take another day off. But hey, I enjoyed this stream. This was fun. So, hopefully I'll see you tomorrow. But if I'm still feeling crusty, I might take another day because I think I got a little bit of a cold. So, what happens if you start the game again? I go to another date. I know they're eventually adding an expansion for this game, so maybe we'll check it out again. But like, I mean, all the conversations for most of them are going to be the same. It's just going to be different options. I mean, actually, let me see. Let's see who shows up if I pick one of the rooms I've already been to before I wrap up. Let's see if there's anyone new. Oh, it lets me go straight to the next group. Okay. Well, I'm not going to do any more for tonight because I'm tired. And my throat's killing me. So, let's raid Chief today.
Hell yeah.
Let's raid the Chief.
My boy.
All right, chat. I'll see you tomorrow if I'm feeling good at 4 to 5 p.m. EST. As always, if not, I'll say in the title tomorrow afternoon before I start. I don't want to overdo it and fuck up my voice for a long time. It definitely feels like I got some shit going on. So, I'm going to take it easy. All right. Let me get through these last notifications before I wrap up. Swinda, thanks for resubscribing for 2 months. Hi, Tomato.
Oh, why did you give me a sub? Oh, now I'm forever trapped in this cult full of fashionable tomatoes and streams. How could you do this to me?
Runs away crying. Okay. I'm sorry. Dildo Boy, thanks for the 8 months. All right, chat. I'll see you tomorrow, hopefully. If not, I'll see you the next day.
Bye-bye now.